Sink the center down, but keeping that neutral spine. So we're keeping it nice and neutral. Imagine if you had a glass of water on your center, it's not going to spill one way or the other. Again, take a breath in, and as you exhale, sinking the center in and up, zipping up those abdominal muscles, and just really trying to feel that neutral spine so your low back is not pushing into the mat. A little more upper powerhouse now. Take a breath in. As you exhale, sink the center in and up, bring the chin towards the chest, and lift the shoulders off the floor. They're nice and broad. If you like, you can put one hand on top of the other to support your head. Really working that upper powerhouse, curling up, shoulders easy. And then you're going to take a breath in, exhale, lower down to the mat. Just roll your head to one side and bring it center. And roll it the other. Okay, now you're going to draw the chest one at a time. You can just rock the hips side to side. I'm just going to mute everybody. And then we're going to center the legs as we get ready for the 100. Is everybody good? Yeah? Okay. Draw the knees into the chest unless you start the 100 with the legs extended on the mat. Send them up into your Pilates V, shaping the feet, sink the center in and up, head and shoulders up, lower the legs as much as you can. We start to pump. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. You can also soften the knees, pressing the heels together, creating that diamond shape. Keep going. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Shoulders nice and easy. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the pumps vigorous. Every time you exhale, you're going to sink the center down. Nice deep breath in. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bend your knees. Put your head down. Next, we have the roll up. So if you keep your legs bent and hold on behind the thighs, you'll leave the towel alone. If you'd like, you can take the towel and hold it between your thumb and first finger so your fingers are long. And we're going to establish that shoulder width apart. Lying all the way down, arms over the head. Be sure your ribs are down. We're going to go nice and slow. Listen to your body and what works for you. Inhale, arms to the ceiling, head and shoulders up. Push the low back in and round forward, hollowing out the center. As you roll back down, keep those arms parallel to the floor. You don't have to worry about the width because you're holding the towel. Inhale, arms, head, and shoulders up. Maybe pull the towel apart a little bit as you come up to get some upper powerhouse working. And then as you roll back down through that challenging spot, pull the towel or the band or strap, whatever you have. Inhale, head and shoulders up. Really working the front of the body, getting a nice gentle stretch. Remember, you should not feel this in the low back, right? One bone at a time, all the way down. Ribs are down at the bottom, keeping those abs in. If your legs are straight, you're hugging them together. Inhale, head and shoulders up. Exhale, rounding forward and rolling back down. I'm just going to take a peek, one vertebra at a time, trying to keep the shoulders easy. We have one more. Inhale, arms, head and shoulders up, all the way forward. Excellent, everybody. And then you're going to roll down one bone at a time. So we're going to now use the towel to stretch a little bit. So let's bring your right leg into your chest, and you're going to put the towel under your foot, and just stretching as much as you can. You kind of hold towards the end, and just gently pull that leg towards you. Is everybody okay with that thing? Then you're going to grab both ends of the towel in your left hand. If you can't quite reach, it's not long enough, you could just hold on to your leg, and you're just going to take that right leg across your body to get a nice stretch on the outside of the right leg. Now use the powerhouse to bring the leg center. Switch the towel into your right hand and put the left hand on your left hip so it doesn't move, and just open that leg out, letting the towel support it. Nice stretch on the inner thigh. Then bring the leg center. Unfortunately, we don't have the band to use this for the circle, so we're just going to put the towel down or your strap or band, rotate the leg out, secure the powerhouse. We have the single leg circles to the left. Cross over, around, and up. Inhale to start, exhale as you come around. Cross, around, and up. Cross, around and up. Looking good, keeping that left side nice and still. One more time. And now we're going to go in the other direction. Lower the leg, cross to come up, pause. Inhale to start, exhale as you come around. Lower, cross and up, lower, cross and up, and lower, cross and up. If you can do the scissors switch, do that. If not, bend the knee into your chest to release it. Send that foot to the floor, and we'll do all of that with the left leg. So bringing the leg in, grabbing your strap, towel, or band, placing it behind that foot, and just gently pulling the leg towards you. Always want to be gentle with the stretches. And then you're going to take both ends of the strap, towel, or band into your right hand and take that left leg across your body, getting that delicious stretch. Try not to let the hip come up too much so you really get the stretch. If you're not feeling it here, you can always bring that foot up towards your right shoulder. We have any Gumbies out there? And then you're going to bring the leg center, put both ends in the left hand, and you're going to put the right hand on the right hip as you just open that leg out to the side. And use the powerhouse and that towel to bring it center. We're going to release it, place the towel down, send the leg up, rotate it out. Always take a moment to secure the powerhouse, shoulders down, ribs down, arms in the mat. We start to the right, cross over, around, pause. Inhale to start, exhale to come around. Back of the neck long. Cross, around and up, cross, around and up, and cross, around and up. Using the breath. Now we reverse. Lower, cross and up, sinking the center down. Inhale to start, exhale as you come around. Lower, cross and up, lower, cross and up. Let's do one more. Lower, cross and up. If you did the scissors transition on the other side, do it here. If not, bend the knee into your chest. Bring the other one up to join it. Hold on behind the backs of the thighs and just rock side to side a little bit first. If it is better for you to roll to the side and use your hands to do so, do that to sit up. If you can extend your legs and do a roll up. And this is probably the last thing we'll use the towel for, but we're going to use it for the spine stretch forward. So you're going to sit with your legs the width of the mat. I'm going to face you just so that you can see me. And we're going to hold the towel, the band, whatever you have, between the thumb and first finger so my fingers are long, and it's going to keep my arms the same distance apart the whole time. So inhale to get tall, spine stretch forward. Exhale, pull the abs in and round over. And then inhale, sitting up tall, maybe a little tension on the towel. At the top, release it, let the shoulders release. And exhale, curving over, really creating lots of space. And then inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Now, when you sit up tall, be sure you're not leaning back. If you can see yourself in your computer screen, notice, are you back a little bit? You really want to be sure you're straight. Ooh, nice corrections. If you need to soften the knees, totally fine. This is about the back, not the backs of the thighs. Exhale, pull the abs in, really curving the spine, letting the arms reach forward. And then inhale to sit up nice and tall. Let's do two more. Exhale, rounding forward. Let the head be part of it. Beautiful job. And then inhale, sitting tall. And here's your last one. Rounding over, maybe pulling the towel or whatever prop you have, and then coming up and at the top, releasing it. And then you can just put that down to the side, and we're moving into open leg rocker. So pulling the abs in, bend the knees and lean back a little bit. If you can just lean back and lift your legs, definitely go for that. We've got, different experience levels here. We're gonna lift the legs. You can keep it bent here. You can straighten the arms or straighten the arms and the legs. Remember, if rolling isn't good for you, you can always just deepen into the powerhouse and come up. And let's all do that before we roll. So pull the low abs in. Don't go all the way back, just coming back a little bit and then coming back up, feeling that length. Now we go into the rolling. Inhale, tip the pelvis, rock back, lift the hips and come on up. If you can extend to another position, do so. And rocking back, lift the hips. Coming on up, lift the chest. Two more times. Inhale as you go back. Beautiful. And coming up. Nice, everybody. Last one. Rocking back, just staying off those necks. Oh, I should have said last one. That's always the kiss of death there. Okay. Then we're going to bring the legs together, either holding on. For those of you who are more advanced, you can take the arms to the side. If you're holding on, we're just going to take our time going all the way down, one vertebra at a time. Once you're down there, just put your head down and release those legs. Next, we have the corkscrew. Arms are either by your sides, unless they're under your hips to give your back a little support. Sending your legs up into your Pilates V. Remember, it's always fine to soften the knees. Just be sure it's a diamond shape and you're pressing those heels together. Take a breath in, sink the center in and up. We're gonna go over to the right. Exhale as you circle around to the left and pause in the center. And then reverse, over to the left, circling around and pause. Keep going. Inhale as you go over to the right, circling around. Be sure you keep those abs swooping. And over to the left, nice job. Bend your knees for just a moment. Next, we're gonna go into corkscrew 2 and 3. If those don't make sense to you, you're gonna stick with corkscrew 1. If you're doing corkscrew 2, you can do 1 set of corkscrew 2 or 2 sets, or 1 set of corkscrew 2, and then a set of corkscrew 3. Did I make that as confusing as possible? We're doing 2 more sets, either 2 more of 1, 2 of 2, or 1 of 2 and 1 of 3. Here you go. Over to the right. Exhale as you circle around and just lift those hips off the mat a little bit. And over to the left. Remember, it doesn't have to be big. You don't want it in the neck and shoulders. If you're moving on to 3, go ahead and go for it. And up and over and around. And then just bend the knees into your chest and really release for a moment. Very nice. Okay, so you can either extend the legs and do a roll up to sit up, or you can rock up or roll to the side. Next, we have the saw. So just like spine stretch forward, we're gonna sit up nice and tall, legs the width of the mat. I'm gonna face you. We're gonna take the arms to the side, inhale and get lots of length, and you're gonna twist all the way over to the right. Exhale, curving over that right leg. Inhale, sitting up tall. Now twisting all the way over to the left, curving over. Inhale, sitting up tall. And twist and curve. When you come up to the center, be sure you're sitting nice and tall. And twist and curve. Inhale, sitting tall. These look really nice. 1 more set, all the way over to the right, pulling those abs in, keeping that left hip grounded, sitting tall. And then last time, all the way over to the left, letting the head be part of it. Sitting up tall, establishing the position, let the shoulders release, and then lower the arms and shake your legs out. Okay, so we're gonna go onto our stomachs now to move into neck roll. So we have 2 versions of neck roll. You can either do that version where you're up on your hands here, or you can come down to your Sphinx. Before we start, just be sure that if you're long on the mat, that you're really lengthening those legs out. Everybody's thinking of the top of the head reaching out and up, and you're scooping those abs. You're gonna turn your head to the right, gently look down to the mat and up to the left, and then we look straight front. Keep scooping. Start your head to the left first. Look down to the mat and up and straight front. 1 more time each side. Turning right, circling around and up. And then last time starting left, circling around and up. And then the next exercise is the swan dive. If the swan dive is not a good one for you, you can put 1 hand on top of the other, lengthen the legs and just lift up a little bit and lower down. If you're doing the swan dive, you're gonna come up into your prep position. I'm gonna watch, and you're gonna go into 3 swan dives. Here we go. And legs up, chest up, legs up, chest up. Nice, and 1 more time. And then just push back to a back stretch, rounding the spine. So it could be a child's pose or just a cat back. Just taking a moment to get a nice stretch. And then we're going to stretch back out onto our stomachs for single leg kicks. So coming back into that Sphinx, making a fist with 1 hand, clasping with the other. Really push away from the floor, scoop those abs. We start with the right leg. Kick, kick, and then the left. Kick, kick. You're working the backs of the thighs and the seat. Kick, kick. If you can get a big range of motion, you'll feel a stretch on the front of the thighs, maybe in the hip. Kick, kick. Keep going. You're scooping the abs. Top of the head is reaching out and up, pushing away from the mat on those forearms. Kick, kick. Nice job. Kick, kick. Last set. Kick, kick, and kick, kick. Then you're going to lie all the way down on your stomachs for the double leg kicks. You have 2 options. The arms can be by your sides, let the shoulders release, or stacking the hands, right? If you stack, be sure when you arch, the fingertips are reaching and the hands are stacked. Here you go. 3 kicks. 1, 2, 3. Legs come down, lift up, open the chest. and come down, melt to the mat, elbows release. 3 kicks. 1, 2, 3. Legs come down, lift up, up, up. Keep those feet on the floor and come down and release. If your hands on your back, switch the cross. Kick, kick, kick. Legs come down, lift up, really bring the shoulder blades together. Back of the neck stays long, feet on the floor, and come down and melt. Beautiful. Last time, 3 kicks. 1, 2, 3. Legs come down, lift up, open. Be sure the back of the neck is long though. Beautiful corrections. And come down and just melt to the mat. Let the arms fall by your sides. And then after a moment, turn your head to face the other way just so that you get an even stretch of the neck. And we're going to get ready for push-ups. So before we go into the actual push-ups, we're just going to hold a plank for a bit. So come up into your push-up position, whether it's knees, and be sure if you're on your knees, you're truly a plank. And once again, if you can see yourself in your computer screen, it's kind of helpful. So be sure you're not a table, but you're a plank. And if you're on your toes, be sure you're reaching those heels away, scooping the abs. So we're going to come up and we're just going to hold the plank here. Be sure the head is on the spine, so you're not looking down at your hands. You keep scooping the abs in and up, sending the tailbone to the heels, pushing away from the floor, feeling those fingers in the mat. We're lengthening, lengthening, just for a few more seconds, holding it. Nice positions, everybody. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Just a few more. Keep scooping those abs, sending the heels away, feeling the length of your spine here. And then you're going to bend the knees and go back to a child's pose. Back stretch for a moment. And then we're going to go back out and go into the push-ups, our triceps push-ups. So again, if you're on your knees, be sure you've established your plank. If you're on your toes, be sure your hips aren't lifted, right? Here we go. 3 slow push-ups. Bend the elbows and push away. And bend. Keep the head on the spine. Nice. And one more time. Bend. Excellent, everybody. And push back to a back stretch. And then we're going to get ready for neck pull. So bring your hands by your heels, drop your tailbone, and just gently roll up and swing your legs around again to get ready for your neck pull. So for neck pull, remember your legs are hip width apart, whether they're straight or bent, right? So you want to be sure that you've got that distance so you're not hugging the legs together for this. We're going to start sitting up. So if you're lying down, just do a quick sit up. And we're going to put one hand on top of the other behind the head to establish this length. So you're lifting up nice and tall, abs are in and up, ribs are in. You're going to hinge back just a little bit and then tip the pelvis and take your time rolling all the way down. Now, if you can keep your hands behind your head, you're going to do that. You can also cross them across your chest or take them along your legs. So here we go. I'm going to do this one. You're going to remember to keep the arms straight if they're on the sides of your legs. Inhale, head and shoulders up. Exhale through that challenging spot, rounding forward. You're hollowed out, round it. Inhale, sit up tall, hands behind the head for everybody. Go back a little bit with your straight back. Maybe you need to move the elbows. Maybe you need to move the arms. You want to be sure it's that control as you melt all the way down to the floor. Inhale, head and shoulders up. Exhale through the challenging spot. Try not to hitch. Ooh, nice. Roll up and sit up tall, feeling the crown of the head going up to the ceiling. Hands behind your head. Go back a little bit with a straight back. Maybe reach through the heels to get some length and resistance on the other end. And inhale, head and shoulders up, rounding forward. Ooh, that was a good one, nice. Inhale, sitting up tall, really feeling the spine getting even longer. Back of the neck is long. You're pushing your head into your hands as you go back with the straight back. Exhale, tip your pelvis and just take your time rolling down all the way to the mat. And then once you're down there, just draw your knees into your chest. Give yourselves a little squeeze. And we're going to move into shoulder bridge. So placing the feet on the floor, arms long by your sides. Being sure your feet are as close to your seat as is comfortable for you. Arms long. We're going to start by sending the hips off the floor, the low back, the middle back, the upper back. And when you're here, see if you can just shift your thighs away from it a little bit toward towards your feet so you get a little more length. Be sure the arms are still long. Be sure you're a nice strong plank here, that you've lifted up enough that if I rolled a little marble from your knees to your shoulders, it wouldn't get stuck at your hips, right? Now keeping your legs in parallel, you're going to gently roll down, articulating the spine. Once you get to the bottom, check that you release the hips so you're in a neutral spine, that you didn't just keep the low back pushing into the mat. Okay, this time when we go up, what we're gonna do is when we're up here, you're gonna extend the right leg and just hold it out so there'll be space between the legs. Then you're gonna squeeze that leg over to the left knee. You're gonna take it back out, bend the knee and put it down, and we'll do the same thing with this one. So the leg is apart, comes in and out. So lift the hips, the low back, the middle back, the upper back. Are your legs in parallel, powerhouse engaged? Send that right leg out. There's space between the legs. You really feel the left side working. Now move it over to that left knee. Squeeze the knees together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Take it back out. Bend the knee and gently put the foot down. Weight on 2 feet. Now do the same thing with the left leg. Send it out. There's space first. Then move the left leg over to the right. Squeeze those knees together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Nice. Bring it back center. Bend the knee and put the foot on the floor. Lift the hips and roll down. This time we're going to roll up and do that leg action. We're going to do 4, and then we're going to go into the bicycle. I think everybody knows the bicycle. So we're going to lift the hips, the low back, the middle back, the upper back. Send that right leg to the ceiling, flex the foot. Here we go. Flex it down, point it up. If you can go lower than the left leg, great. Just be sure the hips don't move. Flex it down, point it up. Last time, looking good. Bend the knee, put the foot on the floor. Now you've got the left leg up. Flex the foot, hips lifted. Flex it down, point it up. Don't let that left hip drop. Flex it down, point it up. Flex it down, point it up. Last time, stop at the top, bend the knee, put the foot on the floor. Okay, now we're going to do the bicycle with the right leg. Send it up, flex the foot. Straight down, bend the knee, the toes drag along the mat, send the leg up. Flex it down, point the foot, bend the knee, draw it in and up. One more time. Pause at the top, bend the knee, put the foot on the floor. Left leg up, same thing. Flex it down, bend it in and up. Down, in and up. Last time, down, in and up. Stop at the top, bend the knee, lift the hips, and take your time rolling down, one bone at a time. One tree at the bottom, just draw those knees into your chest and release. Now you can extend the legs and do a roll up. You can rock up or roll to the side. And next we're gonna go into spine twist. So spine twist, you can stay how you are. I'm just gonna face you. We're gonna squeeze the legs together, flexing the feet, so we have very active legs, and the arms are gonna be out to the side. And just check that they're not too high so that you can really release the shoulders. So maybe let the hands be a little lower than your shoulders. Can you see those fingers out of your peripheral vision? Inhale to get nice and tall. We're gonna slowly twist to the right. Look behind you. Can you twist some more, really bringing out the waist? And then inhale, come center. One time slow to the left. Slowly twist to the left. Look behind you. Can you wring out that waist a little bit more? And come center. Now keeping those feet to the ceiling. Don't let the feet walk. Are you flexing them? Squeeze the legs together. Oh, there we go. Now we're gonna add the pulse. Exhale, pulse, pulse. Inhale, center. To the left, pulse, pulse, and center. Exhale as you twist. Inhale as you come center. Exhale as you twist and center. Last set, pulse, pulse, and center. And then last time to the left and center. And then just lower your arms, shake your legs out. And let's have everybody lie on your left side. Just so if I say left, right, it'll make sense. So we'll all have our heads going this way. So getting that nice long line, left back edge of the mat, swinging the legs forward, knowing you can be here. And if you are here and you've got your towel, you can put it between your head and your arm. You can come here. Or if you want for this first one, you can come up onto your forearm. If you're doing this, we really want to lift the waist, right? Let's have the top arm out in front of us here. Be sure the shoulders are easy and plugged in. Top leg nice and long, lifted up hip height. We start with front back. Swing the leg to the front. Take it long behind you. Swing it front. We're going to start slow. Now, as you go to the back, scoop the abs. Don't let the torso move. Swing it front. Now, imagine someone's pulling on that ankle. Swing it front with ease. Take it long behind you. We're going to add a pulse to the front. Front, front, kind of a little more of a challenge. Reach it long. And front, front, long leg back, keep scooping. Even if you're down here, you're keeping that scoop. Last one, front, front, all the way to the back, and then come home. Now outwardly rotated for up, down. If you want to put your hand down here, it's fine, or put it to the head. Here we go. Point the foot on the way up and reach through the heel to come down, keeping those hips stacked. Point up, take your time resisting to come down. It's easy on the way up. Take your time meeting the bottom leg. Point up and flex it down. Kick it up with ease, resist, but also think of that length as it comes down. Kick it up and down, down, down. We've got 2 more. Be sure it's a slight diagonal so those hips can stay stacked. And last one, up and pause. So now we're gonna do our little circles. They're soccer ball size. Be sure you don't cheat the back end. Here we go. Circle to the heels almost brush, so keep it really low. And now we're gonna go in the other direction. Back and around, 4 and 5. Then we change this leg to parallel for the bicycle. Swing it straight front, bend the knee in front, take the bent knee behind you, pause for a moment, just stretch it out from the knee down there. Swing it front, bend the knee, take it in back, stretch it out. And be sure your hip doesn't go with you. So as you come front, there's a nice crease in the hip, bend the knee here, take it in back, stretch it out. Are you still breathing? Inhale as you go front, bend it, exhale as we go back, extend it, bring it home to reverse. Still hip height, straight leg back, bend it back there, take it in front, stretch it out. How's the top shoulder? Let it release. Straight back. Now bend it while it's behind you. Resist. Feel the back of the thigh and the seat moving, working. Take it in front, stretch it out. 2 more. Long leg back, scoop those abs. Take it in front, stretch it out. And last time, bend it, take it in front, stretch it out, and come home. Very nice. So now this leg gets a little break. So you can either put the knee down here or kick the leg up and grab the ankle. Bottom foot is flexed. Lift it way up and lower it with control to the mat. Lift it way up and lower. Now we're gonna lift it up and pulse it 8 times. Up, 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 really challenging the midline. 7, 8. Lower it and give it a little break. Now we're gonna lift it up and do circles. Really important that you keep this leg really straight. So lift it up, here are your circles. Up and around, 4, 5. Now we go the other way. Back and around, 4 and 5. So put that leg down, extend the other one on top of it. Here you're working the midline and the powerhouse. Both legs come up, they both come down, they both come up, top and a little higher, tap the bottom one up to it, and lower both legs. So be sure your shoulders are easy. You're still at the back edge of your mat. We're gonna go into the sideways bicycle now. So you're gonna draw the toe to the knee, extend it to the ceiling, flex the foot, and bring it down to meet the other leg. Point the foot, draw the toe to the knee, extend it up, flex it down. Let's do that one more time. Point it in and up, and pause at the bottom to reverse. Are your hips still stacked? Now go up with a straight leg, the foot is flexed, point it at the top, bend the knee, slide that toe along the leg, make it longer than the bottom leg. Flex it up, point it, touch the toe to the knee, and slide it long. We got one more. Up, point it, bend the knee, and slide it long. And we're gonna finish up with hot potato. So just to be sure everybody remembers hot potato, the leg is outwardly rotated. We're gonna do like air taps in front, 4 of them. We kick the leg way up. We do the same thing in the back, keeping the hips stacked and up. Then we're gonna do 3. So we really wanna get that rotation each time. We want the taps close into the bottom leg. So I don't want it way out away from that leg. Let's start with the leg up to get situated. Here we go, 4 in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. 3 in front. 1, 2, 3. Really keep those legs straight. To the back 3 times. And up, 2 in front. 1, 2, and up. 2 back. Now 4 big singles. 1 up, 1 up, 1 up, and 1 up. Oh, very nice, everybody. Lift those legs up. Take them to the back edge of the mat. Roll onto your stomachs and make a pillow with your hands. Let's lift the right leg off the floor a little bit and imagine someone's pulling on the ankle to lengthen it out, and do the same thing with the left. Now scooping the abs, You're going to lift both legs up off the floor for your 20 transition beats. Here you go. A tap, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to stop tapping. And we're going to flip around. So now you're going to be on your right side facing here. So lining up along the back edge of the mat, swinging those legs forward, either staying here, here, or if you're up on your forearm, just being sure you're nice and lifted. So what we're going to do is take the arm in front if you can, lift the top leg, and we start this side, front, back. Swing the leg to the front. As you go to the back, really lengthen. Swing the leg front and take it long behind you. I'm just going to scooch forward a bit. Swing it front and take it back. It's easy to the front. As you go back, you lengthen and scoop those abs. Let's add a pulse front. Front, front, long leg back. And front, front, all the way back. Reach and lengthen. Front, front. One more after this. Last one. Front, front, all the way back, and then come home. So now you're going to come down onto your side. If you were up on your forearm, we have up, down. Point the foot on the way up and reach through the heel to come down. Point it up, trying to get that rotation of the thigh bone. Flex it down. Nice and easy as you go up. Lengthen and resist to come down. Point up and down, down, down. Easy on the way up. Take your time coming down. Point up, down, down, down. Let's do 2 more. Point on the way up, flex on the way down, and last time up and pause. Now we have our little soccer ball size circles. Circle, 3, 4, 5. Now go the other direction, back and around, and pause. Now changing this leg to parallel for the bicycle. Swing the leg front, bend the knee, take it in back, and just stretch it out there. Swing it front, get a good crease in the hip, bend it. You don't want the torso to change. Take it in back, keep the back, low back long. Inhale as you go front, bend it. As you go back, be sure there's no arching. Really scoop those abs. One more time. Front, bend it, take it in back, straighten it out, and then come home. Now the reversal. Long leg back. This is more challenging. Bend it, don't arch the back. Take that leg in front and stretch it out. Now when you go back, notice is your thigh moving? It should stay right where it is when you bend it. Then the thigh moves. Let's take it front. Straight back, bend it, take it in front, stretch it out. And one more. How are the shoulders? Be sure the shoulders are easy. Take it in front, stretch it out, and come home. So now either put that knee down or kick the leg up and hold on to the ankle. The bottom foot is flexed. Lift it way up and lower it with control. Lift it up and lower. Now here come the 8 pulses. We're going to go up, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're still going to work this leg. Just let it rest for a moment. Then you're going to lift it up, really reaching through the heel to keep that leg straight. Circles, up and around. Nice job. And now we're going to reverse the direction. Back and around. Excellent. That leg comes down. We extend the other one on top of it. Be sure you still have the crease in your hips. Both legs come off the floor. They both come down. They both come up. Top one a little higher. Tap the bottom one up to it. Try to keep the top one still. And then lower both legs. And just be sure that you still are adjusted on your mat. Sideways bicycle. Draw the toe to the knee. Extend it up. Flex the foot and bring it down to meet the other leg. Point it in and up. And flex it down. Be sure the shoulders stay easy. One more. Point it in and up. Now pause at the bottom of that flex foot to reverse it. Go up straight, point the toe, bend the knee, and slide it long. And flex it up, point it, touch the toe to the knee, and slide it long. We got one more. Kick it up, point it, touch the toe to the knee, and slide it long. And just remember for hot potato, we're trying to tap close into the bottom leg. So let's kick the leg up, get that outwardly rotated position, shape the foot if you can, straight legs, 4 taps in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, kick it up to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, kick it up. 3 in front. 1, 2, 3, and up, back. 1, 2, 3 and up, 2 in front, and up, 2 and back. 4 singles to finish. 1 up, 1 up, 1 up, last one, and pause. And then this time, instead of rolling onto your stomachs, let's roll onto our backs and just shake your legs out to the ceiling. So just give them a nice shake. And we're gonna get ready for teasers. So let's just place the feet on the floor first and put one hand on top of the other behind your head. Be sure your feet aren't too close to your seat. We're just gonna work the upper powerhouse, kind of like we do in the beginning of class. So before you start, scoop the abs in and up, ribs down, lift the head and shoulders off the floor, pushing your head into your hands, and just try to come up a little bit higher. So really trying to fire up that upper powerhouse. And then take your time and lower down. We'll do that one more time. You're curling up, try to keep those elbows wide, coming up a little bit higher, and then lower down. Bring your hands behind the backs of your thighs as you draw the knees into the chest. And we're gonna do a teaser roll up so that we can more focus on the lower powerhouse. So send the feet away from you. Lift the head and shoulders off the floor. Push the legs away. If you need a little boost, you can bring the knees in. At the top, scoop the abs. Now we're not gonna go all the way to the mat. You're gonna pull the low abs in and go back until your arms are straight. Try to let the shoulders be easy. Then use the low abs to come back to where you were. So you're not sitting up tall, right? You're keeping the low abs in, low backs rounded, elbows wide, chest lifted. Pull the low abs in, just really focusing on the low abs, shoulders easy. Focus on the low abs to come up. If you really want to challenge, you can do it without holding on, right? Pull the low abs in, going back, and then coming back to where you were. This time we're gonna go all the way to the mat. Pull the low abs in, rolling back one bone at a time, and draw the knees into the chest. So we're gonna go into a teaser one. I'm gonna start with that teaser roll up. If you'd rather prefer to go straight into teaser one, you're gonna go ahead and send your legs out, arms over your head. Those of you with me are gonna hold on. We're gonna lift the head and shoulders. Everybody's gonna come all the way up into your teaser. At the top, scoop the abs. Now try to really articulate the spine on the way down. If you're holding on, you're pushing your legs into your hands so you feel each vertebra into the mat. Draw the knees in, head is down. Let's do that again. Send the feet away. If you're doing teaser one, arms up, head and shoulders off the floor. Come all the way up. Scoop, scoop, scoop. At the top, pull the abs in and really take your time rolling down. Oh, nice job. This last one, we're gonna let go for those of us who've been holding on. Send the legs away, lift the head and shoulders. At the top, really scoop the abs. If you'd like, you can try and let go. If it's better to keep holding on, definitely do that. Take your time rolling down. Once you're down there, draw the knees into your chest and rest. So we're gonna do one more set, letting go. Those of you who are doing the regular teaser one are gonna do 2 teaser one with arms and then 1 teaser 2. That'll finish up our teasers. So if you're holding on with me, go ahead and do so. If you're doing teaser one, send your arms and legs out. Here we go. Head and shoulders up, push the legs away. Now, if you can, let go at the top. Arms up for those teaser one people. Roll down, and the arms go over the head. We're still gonna hold on. Arms to the ceiling, head and shoulders up. Those who are doing teaser one, do teaser one with arms. At the top, scoop the abs, let go, arms up, and roll down. No hitching on the way up. Here's the last one. Let's see if you can try not to hold on. Arms to the ceiling, head and shoulders up. Be sure it's smooth. At the top, can you bring your arms up? Can you leave them there? Roll down, or maybe you need to bring them forward, and then just draw the knees into your chest and rest. Excellent. And then just stretch the arms and the legs nice and long, giving yourselves a nice long stretch, and release. And one more time, stretch, 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 and release. And then either do a roll up or rock up to a seated position. And let's just do a couple of rowing exercises just to get the upper body moving. So I guess I'll sit this way. So what you're gonna do is sit with your legs together. We're gonna do from the chest, which is rowing 3. So you're gonna hug the legs together, the feet are relaxed, so my heels are touching, my toes are away. And I'm gonna bring my hands to my chest here. Sitting up nice and tall. If it's hard to sit up tall, I'm gonna bend those knees, right? Inhale, push the arms away until your wrists straighten. You're gonna resist and push your fingertips to touch the floor. You're gonna resist, the arms come over the head. I'm gonna turn my palms and get taller till they're diagonal and resist as I come in. So you really wanna put that resistance in, right? Push out, scooping those abs. Push down, coming up, turn the palms and get taller and draw the arms in. Inhale as you go out. Exhale as you come down. I'm going to face you so I can see you. Inhale up, turn the palms and get taller. We're going to do it one more time. Really resist. You're pushing something super heavy away. You're scooping those abs. You're pushing down to the floor. You're inhaling up, exhale. This time you're going to bring your hands all the way to the mat by your hips for from the hips. We're going to flex the feet. Again, if you need to bend, that's fine. This is a lot on the backs of the thighs. We're going to scoop. This is called from the hips. We're going to scoop and round forward, reaching the fingers off the floor. Now pull those low abs in, roll up, let the arms come over your head, turn the palms and get taller, hands go to the hips. Scoop and round forward, really pull the abs in, rolling up, really work the abs. So this is not in the back, it's in the powerhouse. I'm gonna face you. And scoop and round forward, pull the abs in, coming up, nice and tall, turn the palms and get even taller. We got one more. Scoop and round forward, pull those abs in as you come up, turn the palms and get taller, and then just shake your legs out. So next we're gonna go into the mermaid. So we're gonna sit on our left hip first, and you can, whatever feels best facing. Now, if you're extending a leg, if this is not such a great position for you, you're gonna extend the right leg. If you're here, you wanna be sure, actually, whichever position you're in, you wanna be sure everything is square to the computer screen, right? So you're facing me, so you don't want anything askew. So you want everything right here. If you're here, you're holding onto that shin. You can pull on it as you go. I'm gonna do this version. If you're here, this hand is just gonna go by your side. So everybody's gonna extend their left arm up, move it over to the head. Be sure this right shoulder's easy as we go over to the side. Getting a nice stretch. Now pull your abs in and get taller to come up tall. Now lower that arm and we switch, right arm up. Now this time you're gonna slide that left hand along the mat. Did your right hip move? Bend the down elbow, pull your abs in and push that right hip into the floor. So you're really working those side abdominals to get you up. One more time each side. So if you're here, you're really holding on tight. Over to the side, nice long arm. Be sure it stays on your head. Oh, nice job everybody. And come up tall, lower that arm. Now switching, we're gonna do a little variation here. So you're gonna slide the hand out, both arms are straight. Bend the down elbow a little bit, bend the top elbow. Now twist it, kind of look behind you a little bit so you're really stretching out the rib cage on the right side. Flatten back out, extend your arm. Now pull your abs in to bring you up and lower that arm. And then just take your legs out in front of you and give yourselves a little release. And then we go to the other side. So sitting on your right hip, I'll do the first version. If you have a leg extended, it's gonna be your left leg. We're gonna have the hand by the side or you're holding onto your shin, arm up, and here we go. Over to the side, really letting that down shoulder be easy. Is the arm on your head? You really wanna do that so it protects the neck and come up nice and tall. So I know it's awkward, but you really wanna go for that if you can. Switching sides, moving the arm up over to your head. Slide the hand along the mat, bend the down elbow and work the powerhouse. Don't let that hand do the work. Let the powerhouse bring you up. And then we switch sides. Okay, you're here, arm up, over to the side, letting this down shoulder release, and then lengthen to come up. See if you can get even taller. Lower that arm close and extending the left. Now sliding the hand along the mat. Be sure this hip doesn't come up, keep it down. Bend the down elbow, here's the variation. Bend the top elbow, round into yourself so you feel the ribs on the left side spreading out. Flatten back out. Extend the arm. Now push that hip into the mat to come up, lower the arm, and just send your legs out in front and shake out. Very nice. Okay, so we're going to do the seal to standing. So bringing your hands together, holding onto the outside of those ankles. We're gonna lift the legs up. If remember for a more advanced version, if you wanna grab the whole foot, that's an option. We've got 3 claps. Clap, clap, clap. Pull the abs in, rock back, lift your hips, push the low back in, and you got claps. Clap, clap, clap. If you can clap on the back end, just be sure it's on the suspension. Clap, clap, clap. Rocking back, lift the hips, massaging the spine to come up. Clap, clap, clap. Inhale as you go back, exhale to come up. Clap, clap, clap. We got 2 more. Rocking back and up. And here's your last one. Clap, clap, clap. Rock back, let go. and you're gonna come all the way up to standing. And I'm just gonna adjust my screen so you can see me a little better. So we're gonna come into our Pilates V here. So you got your heels together, toes apart, abs in and up. Weight is forward. So you wanna be sure you're not back here in your heels, right? Your weight is forward. Take a nice deep breath in, arms way up over your head, and then press the arms down, keeping the weight forward. Inhale up. Now as you do this, be sure you're not leaning back. You're still forward, ribs are in, and press down. And again, inhale all the way up, nice long waist, and press down. Now we're just gonna do a little balance work. So with your Pilates V, you're gonna bend the knees a little bit, keep your heels glued together and lift them off the floor, then straighten your legs and reach your heels to the floor. Bend your knees, lift the heels, straighten the legs, and push the heels down. Let's do that one more time. Bend the knees, lift the heels, straighten, push down. Now we reverse that. Go up straight, bend the knees, keep those heels pushing together, push the heels to the floor. Now squeeze the legs together as you come up, long back of the neck. Go up straight, bend the knees, pushing the heels together, push the heels to the floor, squeeze up, abs are still in and up. Last one, up, bend the knees, push the heels to the floor and squeeze up. Now without doing any bending of the knees, just easy rise up, keeping those heels glued together and lowering down. So you're hugging the midline, abs in and up. Easy up and down. Are you gripping your thighs or can your arms be easy? And easy up, the breath takes you up, the breath takes you down. And one more time, easy up and easy down. Well, thank you everybody, very nice work. I hope everyone, I'm gonna unmute you.